outnumbered over time. Oh, gee, baby. Yeah, so we haven't done one of these in a few days, so this is fun. We're back online. Everybody's on their devices. I'm on the live chat.
Okay.
And Steve, I think you did this with us once before,
I've never
right?
done it. I think there was breaking news.
There was breaking news. You know what?
This is my first time.
What we're going to develop and break right now is some live online viewing. And we're on Facebook Live, and we have our own page.
Remember, this is all very, scary for me since I don't have a phone.
Don't be scared.
I don't have a phone. I'm not used to the whole device thing. I'm very bad with
Wait a minute.
Screens.
Wait, roll back the tape. Did you say you don't have a cell phone?
I don't have a cell phone. So
this is all. You don't have a cell phone?
I do not.
I just got to get that on the record.
I do not. I have a cell phone.
Oh my gosh. Okay, our producer's going nuts. You're a technology CEO. How can you not have?
I haven't had a phone for 4.5 years since we moved to America.
Is it for privacy reasons?
Because you have people with you who do those things for you.
I really don't. It's not that. It was that
some people are like that. Some CEOs are like that.
No, I'm really not like one of those. We're a tiny little startup. The thing is that I was never. It's these touch screens. I never liked touch screens. So even I don't know. I just found them.
They're germy?
Not, definitely not. Just a kind of weird, I found it hard to use. My sort of stubby little fingers couldn't go. And so I always use one of those old Nokia phones, actually, with buttons. And then when we moved, when I was in the government, they put security on it because I had to talk to the Prime Minister in the UK and so on. It didn't work when we moved here. And I tried to get the old phone that I used, but they didn't make it anymore.
Yeah, no dice.
And so after a few months, I just gave up trying to replace it and found myself after a week thinking, that's interesting. It's a whole week and I haven't had a phone.
Wow.
And it's not the end of the world. And I said, well, I assume that I'll get one in a few months, but I didn't. And that was 4 years ago.
And your wife has no problem with this?
I wouldn't say no problem, but people get used to it. I certainly have got used to it.
Wow. Wow, that makes me like you even more.
All right, well,
I want to be like you.
Our viewers are weighing in on you. Today, I like today's outnumbered guy. He did a good job. We always get good feedback. This is your second time joining us, right?
Yeah.
So very good to have you back.
But you can tell me the bad stuff as well.
Someone says they're waiting for the move, Dagen, from Dirty Dancing. Is that going to be happening? We should get that out of the way.
Meghan and I did not practice, and she just denied me the chance to lift her over my head.
I'm not a small lady. I'm like, it's not.
You're tiny. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not. It's fine. I was never a gymnast either or anything like that.
No, neither. You know what? Neither was I. I was a failure at gymnastics.
Totally.
And I was an utter embarrassment. But just the image of it.
I think you two should do it. Because you need a man involved.
No. You get us we'll hang out at your apartment, a bottle of Jack Daniels, and the two of us. We'll be doing.
Well, in that case.
Wow. Overtime just went overtime.
No, but we always talk about we're brown liquor drinkers. So
she's from West Virginia. I'm from Arizona, and
Virginia.
West Virginia.
No, Virginia.
Say that. I thought you were from West Virginia.
No, Virginia.
Oh, see, I didn't even
and
get that right.
And we take great offense at that.
Sorry, Virginia. I love West Virginia. Just went there on the 4th of July.
I love it too.
But I only drank whiskey.
So how many people agree with Victor Perezel, who's on our live chat right now? I'm ready for this election in 2016 to be over.
Oh, if I could get in a time machine and fast forward to Election Day and make the next 3 weeks happen, this is the worst election of my life. It has had negative impacts on every aspect of my life, including my personal life, and I cannot wait for this to come to an end no matter what happens.
That's right. It's really...
It's horrible. This is
have you noticed
horrible
how
election.
acrimonious people get about this election?
But you know something that really is similar with... You brought up Brexit in the show, and... It really reminds me of that. That was the first political campaign, and I've been in politics for, decades, all over the world, actually. It was Brexit was the first political campaign where I felt that same sense of real divisiveness, people really angry with you.
Can I tell you something?
Taking the other position.
This election is 50 times harder than my father's. Being the daughter of a candidate on the trail was easier and vastly more fun than this experience. This is the worst election of my lifetime, and if the next one is like this, I'm going into a different industry.
Somebody to me in a private conversation the other day brought up your dad actually on the campaign trail and the class that he showed.
That's right.
When someone called out Barack Obama and called him he called him a Muslim, and he said he's not from this country.
An Arab,
your dad
I think,
said,
wasn't it?
An Arab.
Yeah.
Do you remember that moment?
Of course.
And he said I disagree with him, but he's a good man.
People bring that up to me all the time.
Yeah, and people particularly now bring it up.
I have something I want to read. Unga Bunga, who I think is a nickname for Rob. Remember him? Oh gosh, Blagog.
Blagojevich.
Yeah, Blago. Anyway, please ask Meghan why she doesn't think not supporting Trump is a bad idea for the nation as a whole. The logical decision for a true conservative at this point is considering a vote for Trump as being a, quote, bridge vote for the next 4 years to avoid a disastrous outcome for the Supreme Court.
Well, by the same logic that people keep throwing at me, apparently I don't matter. Apparently, quote, establishment, which I think that word is borderline meaningless because it means anyone who's not Trump. If we don't matter, then what difference does it make to you? And we're not voting for Hillary. We're writing in. My mother won the Muhammad Ali Award a month ago for her work combating sex trafficking and sex crimes against women. My mother has helped pass legislation across the country to help victims, women especially, from sex crimes. How do you think it was having that conversation with my mother and my father when this happened? I have put in blood, sweat, tears, and the greatest years of my 20s into the Republican Party, and it has reached a tipping point. And right now, Donald Trump is tweeting nasty things at my father at this very moment. There is no party loyalty here, so don't ask of it from me if he can't do it as well.
Wait a minute.
I can read it right now. I don't. If it's going to make you uncomfortable.
No, you can read whatever you want.
Wait a minute.
Trump's tweeting about her father, about
at this very moment.
Today.
Right
at this
now.
second,
Like right
in
this
real
moment.
time at
Right
this
this
moment.
moment.
So, you want to ask party loyalty from us?
It's just
The top of the ticket should do it as well. I can't, there were many things along the way. The POW comments, you know me very well, Dagen, we're very good friends. I come from a family of veterans across the board, everywhere. I'm surrounded by them. All the men in my family, all of them are in the military. And it has been from day one a difficult candidate to support. And I can't, neither can my family bring myself to do it. I'm not voting for Hillary because I hate her just as much, but I'm writing in or just not voting at all.
Wow.
And I'm not alone. Like maybe I'm the only person on this network that is like this, but I'm not singularly alone in my beliefs across the country. And I know because
No. I mean, on Fox News Channel, we have people of all beliefs. I mean, you wouldn't be alone on any particular issue. I mean, I think even the sky is blue, the sky is grayer today. I mean, you're going to get
but
that's fair.
The hard question, I thought Gingrich actually put it well this morning. It may have been provocative, but, that really is the choice. You got to say, right, I'm prepared to accept that Hillary will be president, and hopefully if we keep the House and Senate, we can restrain her from doing the things that we would find most damaging. I mean, that really is the consequence of that decision.
You have something?
Just people weighing in on similar sentiment. And an interesting thing from Grammy 4, so disheartened that this election is the introduction to politics for my grandchildren. But it does make you start to wonder, can we get back?
I went back and watched the Perot-Bush-Clinton debates because they were so full of substance. And they were still exciting to watch because Ross Perot was there and he was such a wild card. He has that funny accent when he talks like this, and because you need some sort of reassurance that it's not, again, you appreciate this. One of my very close relatives, who I will not name, called me on the phone yesterday, and I said, so what do you think of the election? Ready for this raging dumpster fire to be over with. So I said, I think you stole that from Meghan.
That's
McCain.
right, that was your...
Leanne writes on our
Yes.
live chat, are we witnessing the moment in history when a political party disappears and dissipates? I wonder what she means, because it could be either one. Did you see the millions of Bernie supporters?
Yeah.
I mean, which party would it be?
But they didn't all defect, though.
I think
We don't know that because Election Day hasn't happened. Maybe they'll sit home. We don't know what anybody is going to do.
That's true.
I think it's, this is often said, actually, and you've heard it in other countries too, that when parties reach a really difficult moment, is that it? There's a bunch of people that talk about leaving and starting a new party. That happens a lot. I think there's something really resilient about these parties that have been around for so long, and they do have a core of, it seems to be roughly around 30% for each one that will just support that party, whatever happens. And just the institutional history and the networks and all of that stuff, I think, is really difficult to see disappearing. And the question is, how do you build on that?
This used to be a lot of fun, this industry and elections. I want to say the reason why I ended up doing this out of college and continuing until I'm 32 in 2 weeks is because it's fun. It's exciting. America, I still believe, is the greatest country in the history of the world. And this is very dark. It's very ugly.
That's
it's
right.
very divisive.
Parts of it have been fun. I mean, the convention.
This has not been fun. This has not been fun.
But now this lead up.
The convention was not fun.
This is
on a different,
truly awful.
a different
actually.
tone.
Truly awful.
So let's talk about the bright side of all of this, though, and that will be on November 8th if people actually vote.
They won't.
That is
I think
the
we're going to
thing.
have the lowest voter turnout. I think we're going to have record turnouts of low vote.
By the way, quick, on a light note, Loretta wrote in, missed most of the show because I was notified I have a beautiful and healthy great-granddaughter. But I love the show. It's okay that you missed to go see your great-granddaughter, Loretta.
Loretta, congratulations. Steve, come back anytime. Such a pleasure. Our viewers love you, too.
Right.
All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.